In this video, we'll take a quick look at the SAI Box and Display interface. And as you might know, the SAI Box and Display sits on top of Flexi, and so Flexi Design. And so right now, this is what your interface will probably look like. And I'm going to turn off this cloud window over here so that we have a little more room. Now, the icons that we're concerned with Box and Design to open up our designer or Box and Display is the on the left hand side over here, and the little plus on the box is for the freeform construction view designer, and also the little icon here with the lightning bolt is for our template library. So let's take a look at the template library right now. And while it's loading, let me just say there's also a tooltip here that will help you out if you forget what these are for. And so here's the contents of our library. If you want to see some images for the different boxes, you can go to the full catalog here and view it. Once you pick out the template that you want to use, and I just click on one, and you can see when you click on it, you're able to see it in the preview pane here. Now I can also go and select here and look at it in 3D, and zoom around on it by holding down the mouse, and zoom in and out by holding down Control key or your mouse buttons, right mouse button, and so on. I'm going to go back to 2D. We also have help. If you need help, you can get the help here or set the units here. But I'm going to go back to 2D for right now. This is the box that I want to use, and so I'm going to click on Create. And it brings up my properties window so that I can work with my box. And so this is the property inspector on the left hand side here in our preview pane. We can see that at the top of our property inspector for this box we have the description. It gives us information about the box, also some advanced information on if you click on this button. And you can also add this to your user library if you want to use this box in your user library. And we can talk about that later. But next we have the view options. And we're in the 2D view right now, but we can go to the 3D view. And our mouse allows us to rotate around, zoom, and pan depending on what mouse buttons we use. And then we also have the construction view, and we'll get into that later. But those are the three views that we have. We'll go back to 2D. Our next group is the edit options. So we have our material, and we'll just click on that real quick. We'll come back to taking a look at that. Our dimensions, and we'll take a look at that also in a separate video. And then we have our textures. That's the three windows that we get with these checkboxes. Below that we have the Send to Flexi, and that is the button that will send our box or design display to the interface for doing the illustrations. If your box has or your display has two sides to it, you'll want to check on this double-sided before you send it to Flexi. However, you can send a box anytime to Flexi. It doesn't have to be complete. We can send it right now. And I'll just do that real quick. Send, and when I move this out of the way, we'll see that our box is in the design window in Flexi. So that gives us a quick overview of the interface that we'll be using as we design our items in SAI Box and Display. Thank you.